Hi, I'm Nathan Upchurch, and I want to talk to you today about Reachbarrier. It's a product that I bought several years ago at the state fair there in Dallas, Texas, and I've had some problems with it. I was hoping maybe someone wiser than me can give me some advice to help me out. From what I've read online, it looks like a very good product, but it hasn't been working for me as well. The temperature right now is 91.4 degrees Fahrenheit. It was around 97. It's cooling off. It's a little after it's about 6:30 in the evening. We got a thunderstorm coming in, and I want to talk to you about several things. I want to show you. One is that in my house we have these soffits, which are these openings underneath the house here. I have 2,200 square foot of attic space, and so the air goes in here. And if you'll back up, my camera lady, and if you would show the top, I have ridge vents. This is the only way the air is circulating. Air comes in, air goes out the top. This house was built in 2010. It was very hot in the attic. I thought maybe this would work to try to save some energy costs. And so I just put this up last year, the Reachbarrier. I've taken a leaf blower, I've gone through and I've blown up to make sure the soffits are cleared. I believe there was a chute installed from what I could tell, some of the areas that kind of blocks insulation from getting over it. But I did take a leaf blower to blow through to make sure they were clear. I also took a camera, and I took a camera and went back in the areas I couldn't see to make sure there was clearance, and there was for most of the areas. I'll show you some of the areas where I had some trouble viewing. Most part I can tell it's clear. So I don't understand. It seems like air's coming in, air should be going out. I'm going to take you up into the attic next. And like I said, it's 91.8 degrees right now, Fahrenheit. Let's just see how hot it is. I've seen on many shows the Reachbarrier can drop the temperature maybe 20, 30, maybe 40 degrees Fahrenheit if installed. But as you can see, it's over 120 degrees Fahrenheit. My thermometer is rapidly moving up. I notice that one of the problems is when I see these commercials, they use infrared thermometers, which, from what I've read, they have an emissivity. It's hard to say it, but the light seems to be, because it's so reflective, it doesn't really give you an accurate temperature reading. But I've seen a lot of the commercials or people that are trying to measure it, they use an infrared thermometer. This is a old-fashioned thermometer in a way, except it's using a stainless steel temperature probe. But if you feel this, it is extremely hot. It's even hotter if you touch the roof. But if I touch this to it, you notice that it's quickly going up to 105 degrees. Quickly, if I go up into and touch the wood part, it is even much hotter. So, like I said, it is at least over 120 degrees Fahrenheit up here. When I first installed this and knew that it didn't have problems, I contacted Reachbarrier. I told them I was having some problems. They're very nice, very supportive, trying to answer my questions. I even talked to a man named Greg, who's president of the company at the time. This was of last year. He was very helpful, very supportive, gave me a lot of compliments as far as installation, saying that I installed it correctly. From what he could tell, if you look around, my camera lady, if you'll show the inside, I allowed 6 inches at the bottom, around 6 inches at the bottom for air to come in. And then also, when I first did this, I allowed 6 inches or so at the center, right below the ridges, so the air would go out as it wanted the circulation. And I also would cut little vent pieces. Camera lady, if you'll show it right here. I'd cut little openings ever so often so that air could come in or go out. But then Greg, like I said, the president of Reachbarrier, he said one thing I may want to try is to cover up actually the ridge vents, cover up that area. And so far I can't tell any difference in temperature between covering it up and not covering it up. Both of them have been extremely hot. At some point I may have to eventually just tear this down. I hope that maybe it's just a lot of times in my life, if I just do one little thing wrong, or I have to correct, just if I can correct one little thing, it works. So that's why I'm doing this, putting it on YouTube. You can see I'm extremely hot now, sweating. You can tell it's very extremely hot out here, and it's so past 6:30 in the evening. The problem sometimes that I have up here is that my camera lady, if you'll shine right here, this area, I have some box ceilings in some of the rooms, and doing so, there's a few areas there that could potentially be a problem where air maybe not be circulating as well as in the other areas. But it took a while to install. It took longer than I thought, but it seemed, just from the idea of what I saw on YouTube and some of the television stations, they'd send reporters out to check it and it seemed like it works. But I've been having some trouble with it. It has not been working like it should. The temperature now is 115. The closing comments I just want to share with you in the end of this is that I've been disappointed with Reachbarrier. It says that the temperature should come down 30 to 40 degrees at most. It says it should block 95% of the radiation, but as you can see, the temperature is above 120 degrees Fahrenheit. It's very hot up here. I am welcoming comments, ideas. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Like I said, the company, when I emailed and called the president, he was very helpful. Wanted to help me out as much as he could. Just the suggestions that he gave have not worked. So I'm looking for some help with this. I know energy is transmitted through radiation, conduction, convection. As you can see, this is very hot. So I don't know if it's something dealing with conduction, that heat is being conducted here. But some of the kind of tests and trials that I've done, they have not shown that this conducts heat well. But it's hot. For whatever reason, this is very hot. It is not blocking the radiation. It's almost like you got the heat on the roof, the decking, that's very hot, hotter than this, and that heat is transferred to this. So it's like you've got more surface area that's heating up the air in here. I'm looking for suggestions. I welcome your comments, but I just want to share with you that from what I could tell, the Reachbarrier product does not work as advertised. Thank you, and have a good day.